I was lucky to be present at the birth of the subject of what is now called symplectic topology, along with such great mathematicians as Misha Gromov, Andreas Floer, Helmut Hofer, Duze Magdaf, Claude Viterbo, and several others. One of my joint and independent result with Misha Gromov, so he proved a different way and independently, was a proof of rigidity, C0 rigidity of symplectic diffeomorphism, and this result established existence of the subject of symplectic topology. Later, I was working a lot on contact geometry, which is a odd-dimensional sister of symplectic geometry, and one of my maybe important contribution is in the introduction of dichotomy of contact structure into tight and over-twisted, which was instrumental in the development of the subject. And finally, I'll mention our joint work with Helmut Hofer and Alexander Gevental on symplectic field theory, the subject which is still developing and I hope will be more and more important. Symplectic geometry, so algebraic geometry was one of the sources of symplectic geometry along with classical mechanics. But symplectic structures are much more flexible, so in symplectic world you can do constructions which are impossible in algebraic geometric world. And it is important to know this boundary between symplectic rigidity and flexibility, and I was working on establishing these boundaries. So also later, this interaction between symplectic geometry and contact and algebraic geometry were enhanced by the mirror symmetry conjecture coming from string theory, which were saying that certain object and result in algebraic geometry can be interpreted as a result in symplectic geometry and object in symplectic geometry and vice versa. So I never worked directly on mirror symmetry, but I think that certain structure which I introduced, like in particular coming from symplectic field theory, were important for understanding these connections. So mathematical subjects, even if they arise from need of some outside world or outside sciences like physics or biology, they never follow their development follow their own path. So mathematicians create their own worlds and explore these worlds. They bumped onto abstraction in this world and finding some hidden path, and sometimes this path leads to different subject and connection with completely unexpected mathematics, or sometimes not even mathematics but other subject. And in the best case scenario, it really spills to some fantastic application to outside world. And this is in some sense already start happening with symplectic topology. So, for instance, it was originally dreamed by Poincaré as a tool for answering qualitative problem of mechanics. And right now, there are a group of mathematicians working in symplectic topology who, in collaboration with NASA scientists, and they are trying to use this recent progress and development in symplectic topology for designing more effective space missions. So I don't know what kind of my work may bring, but I hope that it also can contribute to this development. I also want to say that the part of my work as a professor at university also is upbringing of and new young mathematicians and scientists, and many of them brought up on kind of very good mathematics. They go to outside world and contribute in many ways, maybe which I couldn't even envision.